Have questions about Arnold's
racial justice.
Thanks, Bill. If you are looking for a movie that is different from the mainstream, but one that will certainly get you talking, then go to the Asian Film Festival, which is taking place now through Sunday.
Our culture, our values, this is not done.
You can ruin everything we have. And it's okay. But a woman can't go wrong. You can make mistakes, but a woman can't? Or does she need your permission before she can do that, Manu?
This morning, we have picked a particular movie that may pique your interest. It is called Trade-Offs, and joining us this morning, the director, Vikram Yashpal, and the star of the movie, Deypika Singh. Did I get that all right? I've been practicing. Good morning to both of you. What a pleasure to have you.
Thanks for having us.
We just saw scenes from that movie, and let's let everybody know just exactly what it's about. It's set in the 90s. It's about an Indian couple, right. And the scene setting actually is here in San Diego. Right. And the plot, what is it?
Well, Trade-Offs is about choices, what people make, and the decisions they make in life. So it's about an Indian couple who come to America in late 90s during the .com boom, and it's their struggle. They're faced with the temptations of the .com boom, and what choices do they make? It's also a story about the woman, a spiritual journey of where she becomes a woman. So that's what the Trade-Off is about choices.
Deypika, let's talk about the role of the woman in this movie. Why did you take the part? And I understand it's a story about an arranged marriage as well.
Well, I play the role of Sapna, who's a naive girl brought up in a very confined family with a lot of cultural and social expectations in India, and she has an arranged marriage with Manu. And she moves to India, and what's interesting about her, it's a very real character, somebody who anybody can relate to, and just the struggles that she faces of the independence that she has and no cultural confines, and how she finds herself in this new freedom.
Vikram, why the story about greed?
Well, late 90s was a very interesting time in America, especially in Southern California. The .com boom was going on, and everybody was going after materialistic wealth. And one thing which I attempted to do is try to compare the materialistic society, and there's nothing wrong with that, and as well as some of the other cultures where it's not that much individualistic, but more family-oriented. And what are the differences? And that's what it's about. I do want to mention, it is a very American story. The couple might as well be from Kansas, and the story still works. It's what happens if a situation is arise, or certain boundaries are taken away, and you are provided with a lot of freedom. What choices will you make? What trade-offs will you make? So that's what the story is about. It
is a very universal thing, but I want to talk about one fact that I found, which I didn't know about, and I bet you a lot of people didn't, that in India, it's the largest producer of films in the world. And in fact, if you would explain really briefly, it's got the nickname Bollywood.
Yeah.
And why is that? Why haven't we seen all these films if they've made so many?
Well, the Indian filmmaking has a little different way of making films. Almost all the films are musical in nature. They have songs and dances, which is not to that taste of, say, American audience. I mean, I do see some of the films like Moulin Rouge where you have musical films coming in vogue and so on. So that's one reason. And probably the language and maybe the cultural differences is another reason why I would say they're not been popular. However, I do have to mention that lately, I mean, last couple of years, films like Monsoon Wedding, Bend It Like Beckham are really creating a market for those kind of cinema here. And hopefully people will like my film and give me an opportunity to bring films like that in front of people.
Well, good luck to both of you. Vikram,
Thank you.
Vikram Yashpal and Deypika Singh to start the movie.
Thank you.
And let's tell everybody where they can see the movie and when. The movie, once again, is called Trade-Offs, and it's part of the Asian Film Festival, which begins today through Sunday. This movie in particular plays at 1:45 p.m. at Madstone Theater. That's in Mission Valley, San Diego. To both of you, thank you so much. We look forward to seeing this.
Thank you for having us. Thanks.
Bill, back to you.
All right, Marianne, thank you very much. Well, two red carpet darlings may be calling it quits. Oscar-winning actress Halle Berry announced she and her husband, musician Eric Benet, have separated over marital problems.